Hello, my English learners, and welcome to Anna's Learning Corner. I hope that you all are doing great and having fun in learning English. If not, then you are at right place, my dear. So today we'll cover 11 major points that will help you a lot to improve your communication skills. So let's straightly jump to our today's topic. So the point number one is easy vocabulary. Now, what is actually the myth in our mind is to communicate, to impress others in communication, we really need to use difficult and complicated vocabulary words. Well, that's not true. We don't need to use any kind of difficult vocabulary words that are complicated terms. No. Communication actually means that you have to communicate to others in the most easiest way, in the most easiest language that is easy to understand. So it is really important that you use easy vocabulary words instead of using the very difficult one to confuse others. Number two is non-verbal communication. Maybe you will feel surprised to know that, when it comes to non-verbal communication, actually, let me tell you what is nonverbal communication. When it comes to your gestures, when you are communicating through your gestures, through your facial expressions, through your body language, actually, 75% of your message conveyed to other people without any kind of speaking is through body language. Your body language will actually tell you how confident you are, how polite you are, how humble you are, and how arrogant, introvert, extrovert, whatever you are. Your body language will say everything about you. So make sure that you work on your body language. Your nonverbal communication matters a lot. So I'll again give you the same tip that I give you in this video, and it is that always keep a gentle smile on your face. When you will keep a gentle smile on your face, what will happen? Other person will feel comfortable, other person will feel good about that. So it is really important all the time to not to laugh, again saying not very creepy stuff, just gentle and polite smile. Third thing is active listening. What is active listening? Active listening basically means that you really need to, listen other person actively. If two people communicating to each other, then it is really important that both are, actively listening to each other. There should be proper eye contact. There should be, let me give you an example. What will happen when you guys are sitting here and you are listening to me, you guys actively listening to me, like you are listening. If I'll ask something to you, like if I'll ask what problems you are facing while speaking English, you just strictly just think about it or write about it in the chat box in the comment section, right? That is called active listening, that you are actively listening actually and respond according to that. Most of the time we are not actively listening, especially it happens in the classrooms, that when the teacher is delivering the lecture and what you actually do, you are not actively listening, and to make you awake one, the teacher actually asks that about the feedback, that what was I talking about. It's like that, right? So the excellent thing when it comes to this communication stuff is active listening. It really matters a lot. It will help you to assess that what is the mindset of other people, what is the mindset of other person that you are talking to, and what actually he or she is trying to convey to you. Now the fourth thing is associated with the same stuff, and that is feedback. When you are actively listening, obviously that's obvious. Then when the other person will ask for feedback, you will respond, right? Or if you are not actively listening, and like I give you an example that the teacher will ask about the feedback of their class, and if you are not actively listening, what will happen? You'll not able to review or give the feedback. That is a thing. When it comes to communication, always, most of the time teachers use this tactic that they ask, are you getting me, to just get the feedback that whether you guys are actively listening or not. So these two, active listening and feedback, both are linked. So make sure that whenever you are in communication, you are doing any kind of conversation, an important one or even a casual one, make sure that always ask for the feedback. And that will be the really important, the hidden tactic that I personally think. Because what actually happen when somebody is not actively listening to you and you'll ask for feedback, suddenly that person will like conscious about that thing. So it is really important to use this one. Next thing, confidence. How you will build up the confidence? Now, what actually happened if we are feeling nervous? We are talking about it. We are telling everyone, hey, I'm feeling nervous. I'm feeling nervous. All that happened to me. I wanted to share my incident. Actually, I wasn't prepared for my presentation topic in the class, and when it comes to giving the presentation, I was standing in front of the whole class and I was like, I'm confused. I'm confused, and I'm still confused. And my friends were not believing that I was confused. And they were like, hey, who said that? I'm confused. I'm confused. Well, that's some really, ridiculous thing that I've ever done. But yeah, the purpose to share this incident is, even if you're feeling nervous, you're feeling shy, you're not feeling confident, it's fine. Pretend to be confident. Pretend to be, an extrovert, to be a social person, to be a confident person. When you pretend that, it will become easier for you, because instead of just when you will tell your friend that, hey, I'm feeling nervous, I'm not feeling good, I'm really, I have a great public fear, that person will tell you all the time, hey, you have a public fear, hey, yeah, I know you have a public, you'll not be able to do that because you have a public fear, right? That's the thing. Never ever tell anyone that the first thing that is the key, you can say, for the confidence, that you don't tell other person, even not your friends, that you are now feeling confident. Second thing, maintain the eye contact. I'm maintaining the eye contact to you guys. So you guys are actively listening to me. You guys are paying heed to my each and every word that I'm saying. So that is really important. Always maintain the eye contact, and your shoulders should be broad and your neck should be straight. If you will be like that, or you are hunching just like that, it's not gonna work. You're leaning against something up. Oh yes, it will not gonna work. You should stand straight with pride. Your shoulders should be broad, your neck should be straight, and you should behave in a confident way, even if you're not feeling in that way, and that is fine. So the next thing here is patience. Patience and patience. That matters a lot in communication. And let me tell you one more thing. If you want to become an excellent communicator, first become an excellent listener. Because if you have all the time, it is not, you can say, easy to listen, because a lot of people have different mindset, and listening to different mindset, it's not easy. It's not a piece of cake, let me tell you. It's not easy because all the time you weren't ready to listen other people. So it really demands patience. And believe me, when you patiently listen to other people, you will see that what an excellent ideas you will get, which kind of excellent ideas you will get, and you will get to know that what actually they are trying to say, where they are actually standing, and you don't need to waste your words on them. So it's the case. Be patient in communication and always ready to listen. Next point is open-minded and good attitude. That matters a lot, because all the time it is not important that what other person is saying matches to your mindset, and you have to admit it. You don't need to say, that person is not according to my mindset, I'm not ready to listen it, I'll not accept it. No, you don't need to do that. What actually you need to do is, you really need to focus on that thing. If you are not ready to listen, then again, implement the tactic, be patient. That will pay you back, believe me. And the very good thing, always keep your attitude good, whether it doesn't matter what other person is saying to you, whether that person is saying good words or bad words, you should hold firmly on your emotions. You need to control your emotions, and that's the key to communication. Because sometimes actually it happens with teachers most of the time. Actually, I'm a spoken English instructor, so it happened to me most of the time. Some students are so tantalizing, they are not understanding, but when I listen to them, I understand their problem, then I just help them according to their problems, according to their issues. Instead of I'm saying, hey, you are dumb, you will never be able to speak English, just go away. It's not the case here. And believe me, then I'll develop a really strong bond with my students, and it's really helpful for both of us. So I would suggest you that always show good attitude, and in this good attitude, the basic etiquette is again greeting. Greet. Greet with politeness, humbleness, always be humble and kind to others, and try to understand the mindset of other people with a broad mind. So the next thing in communication skills is always be prepared that what you are talking about. If you are going to present a presentation and you think that you have confidence issues, but be prepared. At least you will speak. At least you will speak a little bit, whether you are feeling confident or not. That's the other case. But prepare. Suppose, let me give you an example. If you want to speak English, but you don't want to work on your vocabulary, you don't want to prepare for it, you don't want to learn the grammar, but you want to speak English. How it all gonna work, right? That's my point. Always prepare that what you wanted to convey. Okay, so the last things, a second last actually thing is clear speech. Your clear speech matters a lot. Your message should be very clear. Most of the time what happens, some people speak English. Here in Pakistan actually, initially I wasn't able. It happens here in Pakistan actually. I wasn't able to understand. I understand native English speakers, but I won't be able to understand the accent of people living here because they speak in such a, you can say, different way, in their own accent. Like there's some people speak in their own mouth and they won't let words come out of their mouth. Like it happened like, yeah, it's gonna be fine, it's gonna be like that. What is that? Like what? So your speech, your words, your each and every word should be clear. And the last thing is related to this, your tone. Your tone matters a lot. So if again you want to know more about how to set your voice tone, you can watch this video up here. And that's it for today's video. These are the most important points that will help you to master your communication skills. And I hope that all of my lovely darling students, these techniques will be helpful to you. You don't need to implement all of the tactics, but yeah, at least 4 to 5. So you can tell me in the comment section which 4 things you want to implement to master your communication skills. Don't forget to give my video a thumbs up if you really like my video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and share it with other English learners. Lots of love.